All right, welcome back. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're jumping into a time machine. Destination, December 2025. Why? Because there's a revolution happening right now, right inside the developer's terminal. And believe me, it's changing everything about how we build software.
Just let that sink in for a second. Imagine that feeling, the constant back and forth, completely breaking your concentration, that frustrating trip just to get one piece of information you need right now. For years, this has basically been a hidden tax on every developer's productivity.
And yep, there it is. That's the punchline. Because every single time a developer has to Alt-Tab out of their code, pop open a browser, go to ChatGPT or whatever, copy-paste some code, wait, copy the answer back, they're leaving the kitchen. It's this workflow that we've all just kind of accepted, but let's be honest, it's completely broken.
Okay, so let's dig into this first big problem, the developer's dilemma. And look, this isn't just some small inconvenience. We're talking about a massive productivity killer called context switching. And the cost? It's actually pretty shocking when you see the numbers.
23 minutes and 15 seconds. That's not a typo. That is how long it takes, on average, for your brain to get fully back in the zone after one single interruption. Now think about a developer doing that, dozens of times a day? Those minutes don't just add up, they compound. They absolutely shatter your focus, kill your creative flow, and pretty much turn a full workday into just a few hours of real, deep work. It's a disaster.
And that's not even the only problem. The second huge issue is the lack of context. Think about it. When you paste a little piece of code into a browser, the AI has no idea what's going on. It's completely blind. It can't see your other files, your dependencies, the whole structure of your project. It's exactly like that mechanic on the phone, trying to fix an engine just by hearing you describe a weird noise, you know? The advice you get is going to be generic, and a lot of the time, it's just plain wrong.
So what's the fix? How do we solve this? Well, the solution is actually pretty elegant, and it's incredibly powerful. You move the AI out of the browser, and you put it right where developers actually live, inside the terminal. And just like that, by giving the AI full access to the entire coding environment, you solve both problems in one fell swoop.
And wow, the power driving these new terminal tools it's just incredible. We're talking about next-gen AI models with these huge context windows. I mean, just look at Gemini 3 Pro. Its context window is like being able to hold the information of 15 entire novels in its memory all at once. That's insane.
So what exactly is a context window? Well, the simplest way to think about it is like the AI's short-term memory. The bigger the window, the more stuff it can remember at one time. This means it can read, understand, and actually reason about your entire code base all at once. It's seeing the whole picture, not just the one little puzzle piece you gave it. And that is an absolute game changer for getting results that are actually useful and accurate.
Okay, and this right here, this is the real aha moment. This is the core of the whole thing. We're not just talking about sticking a chatbot in your terminal. We're talking about the rise of something completely new, agentic AI. This is the moment the AI stops being just a tool and starts becoming a true partner.
So what does that mean, agentic? Well, an agentic AI doesn't just answer a question. You give it a high-level goal, like a big task, and it just figures out the rest. It literally makes a plan, writes the code it needs across a bunch of different files, runs tests to check its own work, and, get this, if something breaks, it can debug itself and try again. It's a fully autonomous system built to get a job done, not just spit out a little bit of code.
And this is maybe the best way to think about the difference. Your traditional AI, like ChatGPT, it's like a smart intern. Super helpful for sure, but you still have to do all the heavy lifting, integrating the code, testing it, making sure it all works. But an agentic AI, that's like having a senior developer on your team. You can hand it a complex feature and just walk away, and it will come back to you with a fully finished, tested, working solution that's ready for you to review. The difference is night and day.
I mean, look at this workflow. It really says it all. The human just says one thing: add user authentication. That's it. And the AI takes over the entire development loop. It plans, it codes, it tests, it debugs, it commits. This is so far beyond just simple autocomplete. This is a real coding partner that handles all the grunt work, which frees up the human developer to focus on the big picture stuff, the architecture, the creative problem solving.
All right, let's bring this down to earth, because this isn't some far-off sci-fi dream. These tools are real, they exist right now, and developers are adopting them at a crazy fast pace. So let's meet your new AI teammate and look at a couple of the big players out there.
So first up, you've got what I'd call the agentic powerhouse. And the prime example here is Claude Code. This is pretty much the gold standard for the paid premium tools. When you use it, it doesn't feel like you're asking it questions. It feels like you're delegating tasks. Seriously, it's the closest thing you can get to having a tireless, genius developer on call 24/7. You can tell it to refactor an entire API or hunt down some nasty bug and just go grab a coffee while it works.
Then, on the flip side, you've got the open source champion, and the big name here is Klein CLI. If Claude Code is the polished Apple of this world, then Klein is the Android. It's all about flexibility. You can plug in whatever AI model you want to use, but its real killer feature is control. It will always tell you its plan before it makes a single change, which means you're always in the driver's seat. You're the architect guiding the work, not just watching it happen.
And when I say its growth has been explosive, I'm not kidding. 4,704%. That's its year-over-year growth in contributors. That is just wild. This isn't just some popular tool, you guys. This is a full-blown movement. It just goes to show you how hungry developers are for these open, powerful, and customizable AI partners.
And at the end of the day, this all comes back to real-world results, right? What's the impact? Well, according to GitHub, developers who use these kinds of AI assistants are finishing their tasks on average 55% faster. Let that sink in. That's not a small boost. That is a fundamental leap in productivity. It completely changes the game for what a single person or a small team can build.
So where does this all lead? What's the future of building software look like? What we're seeing here is the terminal evolving. It's not just a place you type commands anymore. It's becoming an intelligent, thinking development environment. The tool is truly becoming the teammate.
And make no mistake, this is not some niche thing for early adopters. Just look at these numbers. Millions upon millions of developers are already working this way, using tools like GitHub's Copilot CLI, Warp, and of course Klein. This is rapidly just becoming the new normal. It's the standard for how you build modern software, and that growth is just getting faster every day.
Which leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to chew on, doesn't it? As these AI agents get more and more capable, as they go from being our intern to being our senior partner, our relationship with them has to change too. We're heading towards a future where a developer's main job might not be writing code line by line. Instead, it might be directing, architecting, and leading a team of incredibly smart AI collaborators. The terminal has been rebuilt from the ground up. And yeah, the rules of the game are being rewritten right along with it.